The scam started with a text message, not a phone call, not a fake lottery, not some obvious foreign voice asking for gift cards. Just one quiet notification that appeared on 74-year-old Eleanor Whitmore's phone while she sat in her recliner watching the evening news in Tampa, Florida. SSA notice: your 2026 cost of living adjustment requires account verification. Failure to confirm may delay benefits. Below the message sat a blue link that looked completely official: essa-benefits-update.com. Eleanor hesitated. The message looked real, professional, government-like, and the timing felt believable because for weeks television stations had been discussing Social Security updates, Medicare changes, and 2026 benefit adjustments. That's what makes the modern trap so terrifying. The scams no longer look fake. They look administrative, bureaucratic, routine, and retirees are walking directly into them because the criminals now understand something horrifying. Fear no longer works as well on seniors as confusion does. Listen carefully. Because in 2026, retirees receiving Social Security or Medicare are being targeted by fraud systems more advanced, more organized, and more psychologically precise than anything America has ever seen before. And the battlefield is no longer your mailbox, it's your phone. That device sitting beside your coffee cup right now may already contain the doorway criminals need to dismantle your retirement life piece by piece. Bank accounts, Social Security benefits, Medicare identity, investment access, email recovery systems, everything connected, everything vulnerable. And the terrifying part? Many seniors unknowingly hand over the keys themselves. Eleanor tapped the link. One tap. That's all it took. The website opened instantly. Official SSA logo, government colors, clean layout, even security disclaimers. It looked more professional than many real government websites. That's the hidden rule in 2026. Scammers no longer build sloppy traps. They build believable systems. Eleanor entered her username, password, and partial Social Security information. Then the page froze. She assumed the website malfunctioned. But 3 days later, her Social Security deposit disappeared, completely redirected into another bank account. And when Eleanor called the Social Security Administration crying, the representative quietly explained something devastating. Someone had logged into her real account and changed the direct deposit routing information. That sentence alone is destroying retirees across America right now, because once criminals gain access to my Social Security accounts, banking credentials, or Medicare identities, the financial guillotine swings down fast. The FTC reported Americans over 60 lost billions to fraud recently. But the real number is likely far worse, because many seniors never report the crime. They feel embarrassed, ashamed, humiliated. That emotional silence protects scammers. And the system knows it. Stop the video. If you receive Social Security, Medicare, or retirement income electronically, you need to understand something immediately. Your phone is no longer just a communication device. It is your financial identity hub. And one mistake on that device can trigger catastrophic retirement damage faster than most retirees can emotionally process. That's the trap. Trap number 1, the Medicare card scam explosion. This is one of the fastest growing fraud systems targeting seniors right now. Because your Medicare number is no longer just healthcare information, it is financial identity infrastructure. Listen carefully. Scammers now routinely call seniors pretending Medicare is issuing new plastic cards, sending chip-enabled cards, or upgrading security systems. The voice sounds calm, professional, knowledgeable. Sometimes they already know your address, birth year, doctor's name, or partial Social Security number. That's what terrifies retirees. The scammer sounds informed, but here's the hidden rule. Medicare does not call retirees asking to verify card numbers. Not for upgrades, not for chip cards, not for security replacements. Those programs do not exist. The paper Medicare card remains standard. And criminals know most seniors never hear this clearly enough. One compromised Medicare number can become the beginning of fraudulent medical claims, fake equipment billing, identity theft, and healthcare record contamination. That's the quiet confiscation nobody sees coming. One senior in Nevada discovered over $42,000 in fraudulent medical equipment claims filed under her Medicare identity before she even realized her information had been stolen. Wheelchairs, braces, diabetic equipment. She received nothing, but her Medicare identity became a criminal revenue stream. This is where the trap becomes emotionally devastating. Because fixing Medicare fraud is not quick, it becomes paperwork, case numbers, appeals, phone calls, hours on hold, identity verification, and bureaucratic exhaustion. The engineered system moves slowly once the damage begins. Trap number 2. The Social Security text message trap. This one is exploding in 2026 because scammers now weaponize real government updates. That's the second blade. Cost of living adjustments, benefit updates, policy changes, Medicare announcements. The criminals wait for legitimate government news, then build fake verification systems around it. That's exactly what trapped Eleanor. The text sounded believable because the COLA adjustments were real, but the verification request was fake. And here's the hidden rule. Retirees must understand immediately. The Social Security Administration does not send text messages asking you to click links and verify accounts. Ever. Not for COLA updates, not for payment increases, not for direct deposit reviews. If you receive a text message with a link claiming to be Social Security, delete it immediately, because the moment retirees enter login credentials, the criminals move fast. Bank routing changes, password resets, account lockouts, identity takeover, and by the time many retirees notice, the money is already gone. Trap number 3. The remote access nightmare. This one financially destroys retirees in minutes, not weeks, minutes. The phone rings, the caller claims your bank detected fraud, your Medicare account was compromised, or your Social Security profile was hacked. Then comes the hidden trap. They ask retirees to install AnyDesk, TeamViewer, or another remote access app. That's the financial death switch. Because the moment retirees grant remote access, criminals can literally watch the screen. Everything becomes visible. Bank logins, investment balances, passwords, security codes, retirement accounts. One retired veteran in Georgia lost nearly $214,000 in under 20 minutes after allowing technical support access to his computer during what he believed was a Social Security fraud investigation. 20 minutes, 40 years of retirement savings, gone. This is the part nobody tells seniors. Modern scammers no longer steal through brute force. They guide retirees emotionally, calm voices, professional language, false urgency, government terminology. The engineered psychology is extremely sophisticated now. Trap number 4. The fake benefit update call. This scam is devastating because it sounds reasonable. The caller explains, there's a benefit adjustment, a Medicare update, or a direct deposit issue. Then they ask retirees to confirm identity information. Social Security number, bank account, Medicare ID, and retirees cooperate because the conversation sounds administrative rather than threatening. That's the hidden evolution. Scams now sound like paperwork, not crime. One widow in Missouri gave partial information during what she thought was a Medicare premium adjustment review. 3 weeks later, new credit lines appeared, her checking account was compromised, and someone attempted to reroute prescription coverage communications. That's how interconnected the system became. One data leak triggers another. Taxes, healthcare, banking, identity systems, everything overlaps now. Trap number 5. The free medical equipment disaster. This one quietly targets seniors with chronic pain, mobility issues, and diabetes. The caller offers free back braces, mobility scooters, diabetic monitors, or knee supports. Medicare covers everything. That sentence alone traps thousands of retirees every year. But the real goal is not the equipment. It's the Medicare number. Because once scammers possess it, they can bill Medicare fraudulently under the retiree's identity. And retirees often discover the damage months later through confusing statements they barely understand. That's why the fraud survives. The system is too complicated for ordinary retirees to monitor easily. That complexity protects criminals. Now let's talk about the real danger. Because the real danger is not technology itself. The real danger is outdated trust patterns colliding with modern fraud systems. Retirees grew up in a world where official voices were trusted, paperwork meant legitimacy, and government communication felt stable. That world is gone. Now anyone can spoof government caller IDs, SSA logos, bank names, or Medicare language. The scammers understand psychology better than ever. And seniors are the primary targets because retirees often possess predictable deposits, stable benefits, large retirement balances, and deeply trusted routines. That's the engineered battlefield in 2026. Now here's the survival strategy. First, never give your Medicare number to any unsolicited caller. ever. Second, never click text message links claiming to be Social Security or Medicare. Third, never allow remote access to your phone or computer because of a phone call. No legitimate government agency operates that way. Fourth, understand this clearly. Social Security almost always contacts retirees by mail first, not random calls, not texts, mail. And finally, treat your phone like a vault containing your retirement identity, because that's exactly what it has become. Save this video. Seriously. Save it, because one conversation about these scams may literally protect someone's entire retirement. Comment your age and state below, and tell me honestly, have you received suspicious Medicare or Social Security calls recently? Because for millions of seniors, the greatest retirement threat is no longer market crashes. It's the invisible criminal economy quietly hunting retirees through the devices sitting in their own hands. My name is Ivana Forbes. Subscribe now for more retirement survival warnings, Medicare dangers, Social Security traps, IRS loopholes, and hidden financial threats targeting ordinary Americans over 60. And remember this, the modern scammer does not need to break into your house anymore. They only need you to trust the wrong notification for 10 seconds.